All right, folks, we're back, and we're getting ready to talk about this movie, Straw.
I told them I need my money to get my daughter's medicine. She's sick. I just need to cash my check, that's all. No, no!
Okay, but before me and Darnisha break this stuff down and give you our analysis, our review, you know I gotta give it to you straight and raw, especially about Tyler Perry. Okay, folks, this man is a director, no doubt about that. He is a director, but he built his career playing women in dresses.
I call the police. They're gonna be here in 10 minutes.
Okay, then that leave me 9 to beat the hell out of you.
You think? I know Taekwondo.
And I know whoop your ass.
Is that as far as his acting can go? Because I've seen him in some other roles, but they wasn't outstanding. He's just a normal actor. So he's a one-trick pony. All he got is Medea in his back pocket. And that's a damn shame. Without her, this man is struggling. He would have never made it. That's why he played her. Okay? If we look at all the men who wore dresses throughout Hollywood, Flip Wilson, he was funny without Geraldine. Jamie Foxx, he was a beast without Wanda. The Wayans brothers, they funny without being white chicks. But what is Tyler Perry without Medea? Here's my issue with all these men putting on dresses. How come every time a black man put on a dress, it's the same formula? A loud, neck-rolling, sassy sister. Tyler Perry gave you that in Medea. Jamie Foxx gave you that in Wanda.
Oh my God, it's a man in my boudoir, and I feel vulnerable, and I'm almost naked up in here.
Fear not, my love, I have crossed ocean.
Martin gave you that in Shanae.
What do you want, Shanae?
Oh my goodness, if it isn't Little Miss Attitude, why are you always over here?
Always these over-the-top, extra versions of an angry black woman stereotype. And let's not forget Eddie Murphy.
Damn it, Norbert, how many times I got to tell you don't be messing with my car seat?
Nobody touched your old stupid seat.
Then why full comments all mushed up like this then?
The great Eddie Murphy, even after his career, he played Rasputia in Norbit. Now, did I say that right? Because that's what type of name they gave this woman, a straight-up ghetto name. And even when brothers play a white woman, because I'm going to break this down for you folks, the Wayans and white chicks, they play valley girls, little rich girls. How come they didn't play no poor trailer park white trash? Nah, Hollywood, they wouldn't have let that happen. They wouldn't have let that happen. And y'all want to criticize us because we don't like to see black men in dresses. We don't. Because when the white dudes is in dresses, it's a whole different story. Robin Williams played Mrs. Doubtfire, a smart, nurturing, career-driven woman who wants to take care of her kids. Dustin Hoffman played Tootsie. Okay? He became a respected actress just trying to get ahead in the sexist industry. Y'all see the difference? This is what y'all not peeping out. The black man is playing all stereotypical ghetto-ass black women for the most part. While those other cats is playing strong, empowering women. And that's our problem, folks. Stop playing these stereotypical. If you put a dress on, that's your business. I don't agree with it. That's your business. But up the game. Why don't one of y'all play Oprah? Can you do that, brothers? Can you do that? And that's my problem with you brothers putting on these dresses, playing those roles. You hear what I'm saying, Darnisha?
I hear you. But, you said bring out Oprah. That's a close kin to that 6'4" Tyler, but hey.
Hey, they are buddies, right? They are close. So.
You bring up a very good point, though. You bring up a very good point in regards to the fact that the roles in which they play, like you said, Flip Wilson, all of them, versus Tootsie, versus the white chicks. Like you said, they weren't just anybody. They were strong actors and actresses, like you said, playing the role of, hey, I just want to see my children, and this is the best way of what I need to do. And it kind of goes into the segue of this movie Straw. You know, she felt she had to do what she had to do. But yeah, let's unwrap that.
And let me say this for you guys. We getting ready to break this movie down, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. I only lasted 20 minutes into it. Now, Darnisha said she watched the whole thing. What do you think of it, Darnisha?
I watched it and I thought to myself, this is just typical of Tyler Perry. And maybe I didn't go too far down the rabbit hole, but I'm thinking, what? An angry sister, right? A sister that is upset. She's trying to do her best, trying to work, trying to do this, but everybody is still coming for her, coming at her, whether it's the landlord, whether it's the man who is overtly abusive at the grocery store, you know, telling her you ain't this, you ain't that. And it wasn't anything psychological in her head that she was creating. It was all these nuances that were coming at her, all of it. And it's just, I mean, can we get something that's going to be real, Tyler? Can we get something that's going to be real?
Oh, he's a puppet. You ain't going to get that. And let me break my little 20 minutes down, folks. And you can see I'm not a big Tyler Perry fan. I'm not a fan of Hollywood. Y'all know that. And this movie, it was just more stereotypical junk wrapped in a cheap emotional hustle for black women. Because that's what they're doing. They plan on black women's feelings. And right out the gate, it started off in the hood. All you heard was loud hip hop music. They always do this. When they want a negative Sandy, they'll have that hip hop music playing in the background. And you would think a black man would know better to do that because that's what they do. That's what you would think. Okay, yeah. Another struggling woman, a tour. And what they do is when they show our struggles, they take you on this stereotypical struggle. Stereotypical through the ghetto.
Well, they walked you through the room. They walked you through the room. I mean, the right from the fans, the dirty kitchen, everything. I mean, again, just because you're struggling, just because you might not have money, you might not be poor. Not all people keep their house looking like that. They don't. And I mean, let's start from the beginning. Was this your homage to Taraji? Back, because remember they had all that big backlash with her and Tyler Perry. And then you said, okay, well, hey, I'll give you a role. Yeah, let's put you in this. Just like a Monique. I'm just saying.
And that's what they do, man. It started off, like you said, the landlord was a black hood woman.
Oh, so you can give him money, but you can't pay me my rent. I'm getting real tired of your shit. I done already filed the eviction.
Hey, I get paid today.
Come on, coming outside with a bonnet on her head, the background characters, thugs hanging around. Come on, Tyler Perry, that's what they do to us. Why are you checking off your list of cliches? This is the part that killed me. When Hollywood tells a white woman struggling story, they don't take you on some ghetto trip down through the trailer parks to the hood. They keep the focus on the woman or the people that the story is about. Every time it's about us, they got to show you all black people fucked up. They could have made this movie without that going through the hood. Okay, we all know that. And it just got worse. I couldn't even take it, man. Every time. And her boss, come on now, folks. Come on. Did you see her boss, folks? Huh?
Right down to the boss. But not only that, my thing was, why did the cop come into play? I don't know did you get that far?
I'm getting ready to tell you why the cop came into play. Yeah. Because he knew people like me was going to be talking about how all these characters, negative characters. Now we see why Tyler Perry got his studio built, because they knew he'll stick to the formula. Her boss was cold, cruel, mercy.
There's something going on at my daughter's school. I have to go. I'm sorry.
I know you're not trying to leave here, Janiyah.
It's out of my hands. They said I have to come.
Janiyah, there's always something with you, some bullshit.
Come on, Richard, please. It's just me and my daughter. I don't have anybody else.
You better have your ass back here in 30 minutes.
That was Glenn Thurman, a great actor throughout his life, and you got him playing this role to end his career? Okay, and it just kept going and going and going and going. Every time I seen this movie, I was like, is this just a modern day Color Purple? When I seen him talking to her, I was like, that's Mister. I thought she was going to come out. If you don't I thought you was getting ready to buy.
Well,
You
and you're
know,
right. I mean, yes, A Color Purple, or the other one in regards to Blair Underwood playing, playing the abusive husband to the really pretty lady in, I can't remember the Tyler Perry movie, but again, like you said, you're going to end your career on this. You've had numerous of spotlights, and you're going to go out like this, remembering you as an angry black man oppressing a woman. I mean, honestly.
I know. And it was sad is it was like emotional manipulation dressed up as representation, folks.
Hmm.
It was her own community turning on her. Everywhere she went, a black person was saying, kiss my ass, fuck you, bitch, all that. And then, as you just mentioned, the cop, they threw the cop in there because they know I'd been like, what? Well, have a bad white person, but here's how they do white bad characters and black bad characters. They give you a reason for the white character to act a fool. She almost hit him, so now he can go off on her, and then he threatened her. Wasn't that a terrorist threat right in front of the other officer?
You again. Anywhere. I'm gonna find a legal way to fucking blow your brains out. You hear me?
Hey! Get out of here.
Make her suffer.
Come on. They show you white rage is manufactured. Even
And
though
you
in
see
real
how-
life, we know these people fuck with us when we're not even doing anything. Come on now, folks.
And again, you couldn't even play that up, because at the end of the day, when the other cop said, okay, hey, just stand down, I got this. And then at the end, when he said, hey, B, you better do this or else I'm coming after you. We really know what he wanted to say. He wanted to say, hey, N-word, B, I'm coming after you. But how degrading, here it is. Now, you know good and well that you clipped her. You made her spin out and stall out in all of this. Again, just the whole protection. Even at the end, the protection was still there. It was still there. And if it wouldn't had not been for Sherry Shepherd, and I do not know the other actress that came in and partnered and said, no, enough is enough. We're going to come in here. We're going to walk her out. We're going to walk her through this. But had it not been for them, she would have been shot dead, because the FBI was going to go ahead and side on the cops portion again.
Okay. I didn't even
Tyler.
get to that point because I couldn't take it. But of course, they're going to have another black woman save her. Did they have a black man come and save her? Okay. Tyler Perry always had these black suffering movies with angry black men that's abusive.
No,
okay.
They had a chief, a police chief, when the FBI came in and outranked the police chief. The police chief was an African American man, and he tried to say, hey, Bob, let's let her handle it. No, this is our show. Get your little raggedy behind out here, or we're coming in after you. And then not only that, there was just no communication. She had her daughter's science project. No one ever said, well, hey, Carla, Rwanda, Juanita, I don't remember her name. That just goes to tell you. I don't remember the character's name, but she says, or the actress's name, she says, no one says, hey, well, what is that you have in your backpack that keeps going off and making these beeping noises? They're just so afraid of the uncommunication or no nonverbal communication in the room.
Okay. And then they had, mentioned the kid, they had black women take her kids. Come on. We know the history of this country. It ain't no black woman, but that show you that Tyler Perry's a puppet. Why you didn't have white women taking the kids? Oh, because they was in a hood school? Okay. Then you had two black dudes robbing the store without damn masks.
Excuse me, you're not supposed to do
Shut the fuck up and give me all the money. Give me all the money. Huh? Get the money. Here. All of it. Get this shit in the safe too. Get the fucking money, old man. Hurry up.
All right, just take it.
What did you think a young black man, Tyler Perry, even though that might happen in real life, but you don't put that shit on screen. Have somebody robbing a fucking store with their whole face out. What kind of mess was it? That's when I was done. I was like, man, I can't take it no more. Man, this dude. And I said, this is a dude who built his career on wearing a dress. Okay, she kills her boss. Then there's a bunch of cash
Money.
left after the robbery, a bunch of cash
Money.
left after the robbery, a bunch of cash left on the table. The check become bloody. I don't even know if she got the cash. I was gonna ask you later on because I couldn't get past it when she put a bloody check, the cash. You see all that damn money on the table? You ain't got that much fucking dignity the way you struggling, but they want to give her dignity. Did she get that money off the table?
And like you said, okay, well, let's go back.
Yes.
Let's unwrap that. Like you said, they wanted to give her dignity in that aspect, but yet you couldn't give her dignity for having a clean house for even though she was struggling. You couldn't give her dignity in the fact that, she was tore up from the floor up. She looked bad. She looked bad. And again, just because you don't have something doesn't mean you need to look like you don't got anything. Come on now. No, she did not get the money. Only thing she did was she grabbed her check. She saw all of the money, and amidst that money was her check. She grabbed the check and went to the bank. And that is when, she went to the bank and she said, all I need to do is cash my check. And they let her in.
God.
And yes,
that's when I was out. When she put that thing on the thing with the bloody check, and I was like, what happened to all that? I was like, come on, man, this dude ain't got no damn sense. He packaging up black women's struggles. Okay, not to elevate them, to exploit them. And they falling for these tricks because he know how to play those emotional triggers of black women. Because if you want to talk about struggling, every aspect of black women in this country struggle. You could have took a black woman in corporate America. There's plenty of sisters, single moms who work in corporate America that's struggling, dealing with racist bosses, dealing with racist co-workers, and trying to balance working kids or trying to balance out their lives. You could have did that without a bad black man. You could do that. Oh, no, you can't do that, huh, Tyler? You can't do that, huh, Tyler? Your master won't let you? Won't let you? They only gonna green light a black woman struggle with other black women tearing her down, especially a black man. Think about this. I remember when Love and Basketball came out, now, which was a great movie. But I was sitting there thinking, we already know we can play basketball. Why we can't have love and accounting, love and law? We can't fall in love unless it's in the hood or on the court. Come on now. We can't have a professional setting without drama. Oh, that don't work. Come on. You tried it a few times. You spent your whole 90s making nothing but hood movies, and then you throw little drops in there like Boomerang and this, and then they don't even look real. And that's what they do, Tyler. Why are you doing it? Why you want to play on black women's feelings and sell emotions? Come on, man. I thought you was a brother. And I see you help some people on individual level, but you're doing more damage, man. And I was so happy for the first time, black women in my family that watch this, I don't deal with them too much, you know me. But I talk, some of them love Tyler Perry or whatever, right? But this was the first time they was critical of this man. So I was like, we almost there. Okay, because this was the first time I seen a lot of black women criticize. And we've been telling y'all, this man don't care about y'all. He don't care. Okay, he's just trying to take the black woman struggle and play on y'all emotions. And here's how you know this. Here's how you know it, folks. Everybody struggles. How come Hollywood or Tyler Perry, how come you never made a movie about a black man who paid child support for 18 years only to find out that the kid ain't his anymore? That happens every day in real life. And that's a hell of an emotional struggle right there. But I know why you don't make that, because you know black women won't show up to see that shit, even if it's good. Stop playing with these women emotions, man. You're not fooling me. You've been doing this ever since your first Medea. The hell wrong with you? Let me calm down here, you know. You got anything else to say? Because I'm going to close it out. Go ahead.
Did you also hear what he said, too? That, he's made more black billionaires than Hollywood.
and so have drug dealers. So have gangster rappers who push drug music on the young people. They done made some billionaires. And matter of fact, that's how they reward a lot of the rappers. If you notice, most of our rappers are ex-crack dealers. 50 Cent, Jay-Z, Snoop Dogg, all of them. We're going to get into this BET thing, but let me say these last words to you, Tyler. You either in a dress, dressed in a dress, dressed up as a director for a black woman's struggle, but in reality, brother, You should be dressed as a clown because you a puppet. You a puppet, man. With your talent is not even talent.